It was a Tuesday, just a normal, boring Tuesday. I was in my room, restless, organizing my bookshelf. The house was quiet, too quiet. As I moved a stack of fantasy novels, a cloud of dust caught the sunlight. That's when I noticed it. A small, leather-bound book wedged behind the shelf. I reached for it, but the shelf was heavier than I remembered. I pushed, and to my shock, it shifted, revealing a thin, straight seam in the wall. My heart skipped. This wasn't just a bookshelf. The ordinary Tuesday suddenly felt electric. I traced the outline, a perfect hidden door. My hands trembled, a mix of fear and excitement bubbling up. The house felt like it was holding its breath. I stared at the seam, knowing everything was about to change. The secret was waiting for me to find it. My heart pounded. It had to be a door. I searched for a way to open it. No handle, no knob, just a hidden seam. How long had this been here? I'd spent years in this room, never knowing. I pressed along the frame, desperate for a clue. Then I spotted it, a tiny disguised keyhole near the bottom. I needed a key. I tore through the house. Old keys in the kitchen, my mom's jewelry box, none fit. Frustration grew, but the mystery pulled me deeper. Then I remembered the leather-bound book that started it all. I rushed back to my room, hope flickering. The book was still there, plain and ancient. I opened it. Empty pages, except for the last one. Tucked inside was a small, ornate brass key. My hands shook as I realized this was it. The answer had been with me all along. I knelt at the hidden door, key in hand. My imagination raced. What if it was nothing, or something terrifying? But curiosity won. I slid the key into the lock. It fit perfectly. For a moment, I hesitated. This was the point of no return. I turned the key. Click. The door swung inward, silent and smooth, revealing darkness beyond. A cool, musty smell drifted out. Old paper, dust, time itself. My heart thundered as I stood on the threshold. I couldn't see inside, but I felt a presence, a history. One foot in my familiar room, one in the unknown. I took a breath, ready to step through. The adventure was real. I stepped inside, fumbling for a light. A bare bulb flickered on, revealing a small secret study. My grandfather's study, untouched, preserved in time. His desk, his chair, shelves of books. It was like stepping into a memory. On the desk, a stack of letters tied with a faded ribbon. I read his words. Stories, hopes, love for my grandmother. He wrote about building a secret room, a place to escape. I felt his presence in every detail. There were photos, journals, a time capsule of his life. This hidden room was a missing piece of my family's story. I wasn't scared anymore. I felt connected, changed. That ordinary Tuesday became the day I found a door to the past. Sometimes the biggest adventures are waiting just behind the bookshelf.